that's 5 straight wins now, and you guys have scored at least 120 in 5 of the last 6 wins. Was there a moment after the AD injury when something came together and you guys figured out kind of the way guys were going to play off you, the way you're doing pick and rolls and just the aggressiveness and the spacing? Are there a couple things that kind of fell into place, do you feel?
We're just trying to figure out a way to work well off one another, no matter what the lineup is, and everybody that's been on the floor is just kind of playing off one another. Really good rhythm, with our offense. We're sharing the ball tonight. We had 26 assists, which is a good number. We want to kind of be in the 30s, but that was a good number. But our pick and roll game has been very good, either if it's me handling, Russ handling, DS handling, and we've been very efficient with it.
Just for somebody that's run a lot of pick and rolls and had a lot of success for many, many years doing it, are there a couple more specific things that you could share about kind of what you guys are doing, why that's been working, and what your role has been in that?
Well, obviously, it's all about matchups and reading the floor. It's for me, running the pick and roll is never about the defender that's guarding me or even the defender that's guarding the guy that's setting the pick. It's more of the back line, and it's because there's going to be 3 other guys defensively that's going to be watching the pick and roll, and they're going to be rotating. They're going to be figuring out a way how to get the stop. So, for me, my vision is always on the third line of defense. It's not the guy that's guarding me. It's not the guy that's guarding the pick and roll. The guy that's setting the screen is more of that third level. So just trying to be, steps above or steps ahead of the play.
LeBron, you always say you're trying to give what the team needs. Obviously, that play where you score with 48 seconds left, foul out Sabonis, huge play. It seems like you've been really, especially during the win streak, hunting mismatches, hunting guys who are in foul trouble. Has that been an added part of your game, or have you sensed more urgency to kind of find some of those mismatches in some of these matchups, especially in close ones like this?
We're just trying to read the game the right way, properly. And for me, I'm always thinking the in-between game. And I don't mean like mid-range shots. I'm talking about just like in the game, thinking about ways I can exploit defenses and put us in a position to be successful, and knowing what's going on the floor, knowing if we're in the penalty where we're going to the free throw line with another foul, or if it's a specific player that's in foul trouble, that's a key guy for their team, and we want to try to attack that. But that definitely was a big play, down 2, and I was able to get to the line. Sabonis fouls out. I was able to put us up 1, so it was a big play.
LeBron, knowing how precious sometimes opportunities can be for role players in this league, what have you made of the way Thomas has attacked this opportunity? And I guess, big picture, if when AD comes back, or when AD comes back, what could potentially a Thomas AD grouping look like if they're both playing at the levels that we just saw AD at versus this version of Thomas?
Thomas is definitely taking full advantage of this opportunity, and it's a guy that plays extremely hard, knows how to play, and probably one of the most skilled bigs in this game. He catches everything, he finishes everything around the rim, but he also has a soft touch from the mid-range and from the three-point line. And he just has a motor. He just has a huge motor that is just always going on both sides of the floor. So, I've always worked well with guys like that. Guys that just always put themselves in position, and the trust that he has with me, with Russ. We're always looking for him, especially when he has mismatches down there and he's sealing in the paint. And I've already kind of had visions of what that could possibly look like with the front court of myself, AD, and Thomas on the floor together. I think it could be extremely beneficial for our ball club, but also at the same time, just stay in the moment, and we're just trying to hold it down to our big guy comeback. And Thomas has definitely done his part, and we're all trying to chip in.
Jay.
All right.
LeBron, so while you guys are in Denver, there'll be another game going on that you may have some interest in. I'm just curious, the Buckeyes aren't in it, but do you have a Georgia TCU pick?
No.
Are you being political, or are you just...
No, I don't care.
Oh, really?
No, I don't care.
Okay, well...
No, I don't care. You saw what happened in the Final Four, right? I can care less who wins.
Okay. How about this question?
I hope it's a tie.
You've had 3 times where you were trying to be a repeat champion in the NBA. is obviously trying to do that. What does it take for a group to pull that off?
Don't think about what you did in the past and keep the main thing the main thing. You know, it's all about obviously understanding that everybody's going to be gunning for you. Everybody want to knock, you know, the title off the defending champion. But you know, the next year is going to be, it could be a new champion, or it could be you. So you have to just always just stay in the moment. You know, understand that you know, nobody's playing for last year. You know, this is this year, and let's see how we can you know, be better. And I've had the opportunity of being able to repeat and also being knocked off, you know, after winning. So, you know, so it's definitely, the second year is always tougher, but at the end of the day, you know, when you give yourself to the game, you give yourself to the process, and you have a great team, which Georgia has. You know, they put themselves in a position to win.
Last question, Stan?
Ron, this group has shown a lot this season that y'all are not gonna give in, and you're leading the way there, but you go down 2-10 to start the year, you claw your way back, AV goes down, and you see what you're doing right now. With that in mind, your vision for the next 3 weeks and the immediate future, I mean, I guess in the context, not only of the trade deadline, but the idea that this is looking like a capable team that is figuring things out, and you're gonna get help eventually, just what's the outlook for you?
Well, I've always only had one goal, and that's to win. That's no matter the start. I've always kept, you know, my eye on, you know, what we can become. I said early on, we're young. We're just a young team. We're just now getting together. We don't know who we are. We don't know what our identity is. We have a fresh coaching staff. You know, we're putting in, implementing things. We started the season, no DS. You know, he didn't even start the season, you know, breaking his thumb. You know, and we had injuries here and injuries there, guys in and out. You know, so it took a toll on us. And we just, you know, we're leading the league in most starting lineups. I think we got 21 starting lineups so far in less than 40 games, which is insane. You know, but just trying to figure out, just trying to play for one another. You know, and not give in. We don't really care what everybody else say about our ball club or what's going on the outside. You know, we just want to play the game. You play the game the right way. You know, and I think the basketball guys kind of gives back to you. You know, some games where, you know, either outmatched size-wise or outmatched on other things, but we can always control how we play, and that we can play hard, we can fight, we can scrap, and then live with the results, and go from there. So we've given ourselves a good chance to just be the best team we can be, you know, and we'll see where the chips fall, where they may at the end of that.
Thanks, Elgin.
Yeah, cool.
You guys finish this
See, that's a classy way to talk about their business.
I'll talk about what?
This guy, you talk to him later about.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yes, Kyle.
Screwing me.
Fantasy football.
Kyle.
Fantasy football?
Screwing me.
Yep.
Do you want to be an independent arbiter? You're a football person.
I am a football person.
He is.
It's already been decided, Dan, but you can be
It's
playing
fair,
somebody else if you
it's
like.
fair, I will. He texted me today and said, you know what would be the bigger thing to do? Is that you just let us take the points from Bengals and both those players this week in 11th, week 17.
Oh, week 17.
Smart.
After, he's not even in the championship.
Oh.
I already won.
They're playing the game.
I already won.
Fairness of the game.
All right, it's about the fairness of the game.
Now
My
I'm
God.
gonna fucking sweat another Sunday.
Nah, who the Bills got?
They play the Patriots. I have Diggs. I'm up 16. So I'm in a good spot. But, I mean,
Oh, those fucking
Davis,
goals.
he had the other good Gabe Davis, who could have had 3 touchdowns.
They talking about fantasy sports.